afternoon, friends and neighbors. This is your good buddy Bulldawg coming back at you live and on location at the Columbus Pipe Show here in the state that's high in the middle and round on both ends. Let's go take a look inside. Alright, so here we are at the smoking tent at the NASPC show in Dublin, Ohio, and it is a rather warm day. Thankfully, the weather's holding out for us. We had some rain yesterday, and it was supposed to be raining all weekend, but it's looking pretty good here. So let's compare this one to the Capital Land Pipe Show. In Capital Land, it was a lot smaller, much more intimate setting. Here it's much bigger and much more to choose from, much better selection. So each has their ins and outs. I broke elbows with a lot of the YTPC big shots. Beans 316 himself is here, wonderful guy in his own right. Right across from me right now is Ethan, the parsimonious piper. May I? There he is, folks. And so I had to. And then we have Mr. Mutton Chop Piper himself here as well.
You see a pair of glasses anywhere? They're not mine, obviously. They're mine on my face.
So anyway, I am really honored to be here with Audrey, who is of Blue Room Briars fame. And yeah, what we're doing right now is we are trying out the NASPC 2026 blend called Troll's Treasure. No glare on that tin. Pretty cool. All right, and I was going to look at the blend description. Give me just a moment here, folks. The blend description is as follows. Oh, I was very surprised because this is actually made in Denmark by the Scandinavian Tobacco Group. It is the choicest of Macedonia and Latakia leaf with the richness of old Virginia tobaccos. It is a loose cut with a flavor/aroma with hints of smoke and spice. That's what it says. What do you think of it, Audrey? What's your take on this one?
It is really good, and they're following along with the theme that they had last year. Last year's pipe that blend they had for the show was Dragon's Breath, so it's kind of in that mythical creatures category that they're following along with. And that one, if I'm not mistaken, was more oriental forward, whereas this one, more the Latakia is kind of jumping out because they have different Latakia blends. But it's so far, it's really good.
Yeah, I noticed what you were saying about that whole mythical being thing, because the year before that, it was Wizard something or Wizard's Walk.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, so they're really carrying that to a new level here. So this is Troll's Treasure. And on first light for me, I mean, obviously I noticed the Latakia, but I also noticed that it was very Virginia forward too. You notice the Virginias in that?
I don't know, right now the Latakias are still up in front for me.
Ruling the roost. Okay. What are you smoking that in? Don't say a pipe. Please don't say a pipe.
It's a pipe. Duh. No, this is actually one of the ones I got from work. It's by Sunrise. Sunrise was a collaboration between two different European countries. I don't know if it was one. I can't remember the one in France, and I think it was Sheraton. It was a partner that they had, two of them. They kind of came up with Sunrise. It's just a simple, small print. I like it for pipe shows because I can smoke a little bit at one time and still try all the samples kind of going around right now.
Small ain't the word. That's a teeny tiny one.
Yeah, you guys, it's a very.
I don't think I could fit a finger in there.
Featherweight, whatever, lightweight, all those categories. This definitely falls into.
I'm rocking a Beans pipe. Wonderfulness right here. I've had this one several times in videos before. Yeah, some Trolls Treasures. Really, really good. So, Audrey, you want to tell us a little bit about your experiences here? I heard that you single-handedly sold 11 pipes out there, or 11-7.
I don't know about that. I wish I could say that, but I don't know about that. But it's been very interesting. I guess, a different perspective than a lot of people because I'm actually looking at the vendor that's go around, so I'm behind the tables. And it's interesting seeing the crowds that come through. It's a mix. You have your veteran pipe smokers that have been doing it for decades, and you have ones that are new in the hobby, and they're all bright-eyed and excited because it's their very first pipe show. And it's interesting to see that excitement from both sides, even the veteran pipe smokers who have been at it for a while. Their excitement, they're almost overwhelmed by the difference, all the pipes and blends. It's been really enjoyable.
Awesome. So can you tell me something about maybe the age group here? What do you see? Is there mostly like one specific age group that you see?
No, like I said, we have everything from those that have been doing this for decades or in their 80s, even older, and then you have the whole new wave of pipe smokers coming in that are in their 20s, and they either had like a relative, like their grandfather that was smoking a pipe, and that brings back that nostalgic feeling that they have, smelling grandpa's tobacco. They want to kind of keep that going.
That's fantastic.
And you have ones that just think it's really cool and want to smoke a pipe.
Hey, whatever gets them to carry the torch, right?
Exactly. So it's nice
keep the
to
hobby
see.
alive.
Exactly. It's nice to see all age groups kind of coming together and enjoying the hobby as one. It's really, really nice.
Yeah. Outstanding. Thank you so much for taking your time here with me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
Is there anything else you want to add about the pipe show?
Keep enjoying that pipe every chance you get.
All right. You heard it from her, folks. So, Audrey, thank you again. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Coming back at you under the smoking tent at the NASPC Pipe Show in Dublin, Ohio. And I have a very special guest who I put on the spot earlier. This is Ethan. He is the parsimonious piper.
Howdy.
And he is a wonderful dude to get to know, let me tell you, because I spent a lot of time with him today and found out that we have a lot of common interests, like a pipe, go figure.
Yeah, go figure.
But anyway, yeah, the interest that we realize that we both share is that we both like to blend tobaccos as well. So I thought I'd have Ethan come on here and tell you a little bit about the blends that he has. And Ethan, what got you interested in blending?
Well, I fell in love with Haunted Bookshop pretty early, and then I discovered Dark Fire Kentucky and decided that I wanted to make something sort of like Haunted Bookshop, but using components and with the Dark Fire Kentucky base instead of bourbon.
Oh, and I'll tell you, man, that blend is phenomenal. He gave me some this morning, blessed me with some this morning, and it was fan-bloody-tastic. He did a really great job, really well-balanced and full-flavored, and you knocked it out of the park. So he's saying putting things in the cart.
Yeah.
So if your stuff was on a lot of the big sites, I'd be putting it in the cart for sure.
Well, I think this is the one that you had, the Haunted Hatchards.
Yes, sir.
That's a Kentucky-based English, I suppose. It's still mostly Kentucky, but it's got just enough of the Latakia to give it that smoky English vibe to it.
Nice. Yeah, a lot of people think that's really weird when you put the Latakia together with the Kentucky. They're like, oh, they're conflicting flavors, but you do it right. It's a fantastic flavor.
I don't think they compete all that much.
No,
to tell you the truth, I think the smokiness of both goes well together.
They're very, very different from one another. You know, you get the incensiness of the Latakia, and then you get the barbecue type notes from the Kentucky.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really good.
And if you like the incense of the little more. I do also do Turkish based. Again, it's Dark Fire Kentucky. It is the leader. But yeah, with the Izmir in it to give it that tangy, spicy note that you get from the Turkish.
Fantastic.
I like that a lot too.
That's great. Yeah, I'm willing to give that a try sometime.
Well, I sent you home with some, didn't I?
Not that one yet.
No.
I had the
we'll fix that.
had that first one that you mentioned, the bookshop.
No, the Haunted Hatchards.
Haunted Hatchards. That's it. That was really, really good.
No, my original, the original blend, I just call Secondhand Bookshop. My little play on words, but yeah, it's got Perique in it to give it a little bit of that Haunted Bookshop vibe.
Okay.
But with and it doesn't have any of the sweetness that you get from the Red Virginia that's in Haunted Bookshop, because I use a Cavendish Red Virginia.
That's awesome. That's good stuff.
But yeah, the Perique gives it a little of that musty flavor to go along with the Kentucky.
All right. I love the theme that you picked for your names. You want to expound on
Well,
that?
they're all except for one. They're all bookshop based, sort of. The Secondhand Bookshop obviously is a play on Haunted Bookshop. Haunted Hatchards. Hatchards is the oldest bookshop in London, so that's a haunted bookshop. And my corrected label, if you can see that, the smoke is actually coming up from my belly button instead of the pipe. So we fixed that label in. Don't tell Ethan his shirt's on fire. In the bookshop theme, Kitabevi is the Turkish word for bookshop. And so that's my Turkish blend. And then for those of you out there whose wives don't like anything pipe related but can stand the smell of cherry, I came up with Midnight in Munfordville, and it is again Kentucky based. It has just a pinch of cherry in it, so my wife can smell it, but I can't taste it, and that's the perfect cherry blend.
Oh yeah, that there's a great compromise.
You can't
Get the
taste it.
smokiness with the cherry. I can't even imagine how good that is.
Well, we'll send you some of that.
Oh, thank you, and thank you again.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of being here at the Pipe Show?
Oh, the people. I mean, you can buy anything that you can find here. You can find online somewhere, right? With rare exceptions, you can buy pipes, you can buy tobacco, you can buy all of the accessories that you want. It is really nice to be able to walk through the tables and talk to the owners of the businesses. A lot of them like Blue Room Briars and Redeemed Pipes that have online presence, but to be able to talk to the owners, to some of the carvers, but getting to sit out here under the tents and just spend time with the guys. That is the absolute best.
I've gotten that a lot too from the people that you mentioned. I was speaking to them as well, and their favorite part is just mingling with everybody here too. It's just that's a true sense of the pipe community, and that's really makes the hobby such an enjoyable thing for me. And as we have been speaking
when you
before.
think that this silly little YouTube thing is what brings us all together initially.
Right.
That's how we meet each other, mostly through comments and that kind of thing, until you get to meet in person. That's one of the reasons I'm constantly telling you guys, you have to make it to a pipe show just to meet people. It's the best part.
Absolutely. People here are fantastic. YTPC, like I said, has been well represented here today. All the vendors are just fantastic. Everybody's just so supportive of one another, and they really like to help out in any way they can with any questions you might ask. Everybody's just extremely helpful and friendly. It's just a great place to be. Great experience overall. I agree
Sharing
with you.
time, swapping stuff back and forth. It's just,
absolutely.
There's nothing like it. If you don't get a chance to go to a pipe show, you're really, really missing out.
Yeah.
Especially on the camaraderie.
Right. So I know by me, I don't really have too much in the way of a big pipe show, but that's where I made it to the Capital Land Pipe Show in Albany. So it's a lot smaller scale. This is a lot bigger here.
Yeah.
So, each has their pros and cons. More pros than cons to both. I really love being at both of them. But there's still that sense of camaraderie, no matter which place you go to. And when you get into, you know, any type of show, small, large, whatever, it's such a great experience.
It is.
I agree with you.
You can't duplicate it.
Right.
You really can't. And now, if you're fortunate enough to have a local pipe club, well, that is a little different. Then you've got people to smoke with. But so many of us don't know any other pipe smokers in our immediate circle of friends that live close by. So getting to do this a couple of times a year is just, it's fantastic.
Agreed.
Can't say enough about it.
Yeah, it's really, I find it especially cool because, you know, there are YouTube presenters like yourself and Beans and Mutton Chop, and, you know, I see you guys all the time on there. It's great to actually meet you in person and talk to you and meet you as humans instead of just a persona on the videos.
Yeah.
And all you guys have been fantastic.
It's a blast, isn't it?
I mean, it just is. I really appreciate you taking the time. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
All right. All right, so I'm back, and my video would not be complete without including the living legend himself, Mr. Mutton Chop. All right.
Hello, guys. How are you?
So this is quite an honor to have him. Let me move closer here. I'm sorry. Don't mean to crowd you or anything,
No,
but I
all
kind of
right.
want to be in the picture a little too.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm going to hit you with a couple of the usual questions you're used to hearing. What got you into pipe smoking?
Lord of the Rings. I was 16 and I read it for the first time, and the Hobbit smoked and Gandalf smoked, and I was like, man, I got to try this. And once I did, I was hooked. But being 16 in the 70s, it wasn't the rules and regulations there are now. So, and the way I got my first pipe was I started to work for a company in the mall called Tobacco Lane. And so there was a lady there, and you have to know these type of ladies. She was older, she was crotchety, she, you know, all right, you can work for me, but all you can do is clean the shelves. And so I did that for about a week, and about 2 weeks, and so she goes, okay, I guess it's paid. I said, wait, instead of paying me a check, can I pick out a pipe? And she goes, okay, sounds good. So I picked out a pipe, got some tobacco, and the rest is history.
There you go. All right, that's cool. That's a little different than a lot of the other people. I know with my own personal story, you know, it was just a friend of mine and I decided to go on down to, we drove down from New York down to Florida, and we're like, hey, how about we just grab a couple of pipes? So we went into the drugstore and got some pipes and a big sack of, well, I guess it was tobacco. And I don't know why I got such a big sack of tobacco, because there was no way we ever made it through that. Like, we smoked a couple of bowls, vanilla Cavendish, something or other, and it bit and it was horrible, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't have a mentor, so that, you know, you and I had that conversation earlier about how important it is to have people, you know, on YouTube who are willing to share what they know. And I've spoken to a lot of people here, and I've spoken to a lot of people, you know, my friends that I've been you know, just texting and everything and telling me you're here, and every single one has been, they said, oh, he saved pipe smoking for me, he made it better, and just totally turned things around, made me a better smoker. So I really appreciate your techniques that you share with people, your blend reviews, your expertise. I have a friend who actually said that, he said, oh, Mutton Chop, he's probably forgotten more than I will ever know about pipe smoking. So,
well, it's been my pleasure. All I did was I just took 40 years of pipe smoking information that I had, and I conveyed it to YouTube. And apparently, I guess my delivery and my cadence and how I go about teaching every video really struck a nerve with a lot of people, and so it certainly did. It's been a whirlwind. It's, you know, I was telling somebody that a while ago, I said, when I go home, I'm kind of nobody. I'm Chris. I'm the guy that's, you know. But here, you know, it's kind of it's hard to get used to. But
yeah.
But I'm so glad that so many of you and so many people here have benefited from the videos that I put out.
Absolutely. We all appreciate that. Now, you had a really cool story about your first video, your humble beginnings. Would you mind sharing that with me, with everybody out there?
So I was having some trouble. I can't remember what it was with an aspect of my pipe smoking. So I went on YouTube looking for somebody that might have the information. Well, there was one guy that had the information, but when I went onto his video, he just was like, you know, my wife's giving me the business, and I've got to cut the grass, and the weather is just horrible here. And I'm sitting there thinking, I don't want to know that. I don't want to know any of that stuff. 15 minutes later, he glossed over my problem. So I decided, you know what? I've got enough information that I can do this. I can make videos. So I started making videos, but I was, you know, so conscious of what making mistakes. So I'd start out and I'd make a mistake, and it took me like 7 retakes to, the first year of doing it. But then I just decided one day, I said, you know what, this is ridiculous. Just get on there. If you make a mistake, you made a mistake. No big deal. Just keep on going. So that's kind of how I started. And when I was really naive about YouTube, I thought, well, all you do is you make a video and you put it up there, and it's like an information bank. I thought it was like a library. People go up and they get the information and it helps them and they move on. I never knew anything about subscriptions until subscriptions 100 people, and I asked my son-in-law, I said, what is that? He said, well, that's people that have sub to your channel and they're waiting for you to put more videos out. I'm like, oh, okay. So I put more videos out, but then out of the blue it just started to snowball. 100 to 500, 500 to 1,000, 1,000 to 2,000, 5,000 to 8,000, and it scared me at first because I was like, oh my gosh, it's just, stop! I don't want it to go so fast. So, but I went and made sure that information I was supplying was good, and come out with as many good, helpful videos as I could.
And the rest is history. Just one video at a time, right?
That's it, exactly.
All right. Well, I really appreciate you taking your time. Oh, before we go, I do have one more question for you. What is your favorite part of going to a pipe show?
Man, there's so many.
Have you tried Bulldawg?
Well, I've got several. First of all,
I got their sampler of
visiting with all the vendors and seeing all the people that have started to create pipes, and then we have got blenders here this year that blend their own tobaccos, and then meeting all of you, the people that I've helped, talking with you and finding out their adventure. And then sitting around smoking in the smoking garden, just conversation and having a great time.
Very good.
It's if you've never been to one, please make it a bucket list that you visit and come to a pipe show. You'll love it.
You heard it from the man himself, Mr. Mutton Chop. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.
You're so welcome.
And now it is time to show off my tiny little booty from the pipe show. All right, so first off, I got a freebie from Uncle Willie at Patriot Patio. He was there. It was nice talking to him. He gave out these packets, which include a pen, a nice pin, and it says YTPC Team Freedom. Looks like a decal in there. So he was passing these out, handing them out to people. That was really nice of him. So thank you so much, sir. It was very nice talking to you. Also, Mr. Parsimonious Piper himself, Ethan, who I was interviewing earlier in the video, gave me this sample of his Haunted Hatchards blend, which is amazing stuff. Ethan, you done doed it, buddy. This is good stuff. If you guys can get your hands on some of this, do so. Excellent, excellent blend. Finally, got to try some Grousemore. This is a 2021 tin. The seal was compromised, which is perfect because the Gawith blends tend to be a little too goopy. Not goopy, but definitely very wet, and you really got to dry them out. But this one was actually quite perfect and smoked very, very well. It was aired out just enough so the Lakeland wasn't overwhelming. And man, that just looks and smells fantastic. Look at that, huh? So Grousemore, yeah, I've been meaning to pull the trigger on that for quite some time. I didn't like it the last time I had it. And this is the Troll's Treasure, which I also featured earlier in the video. This is the show blend. Every year they have a special blend made. So this is for this year. I got some Anthology, which I did not pull the trigger on, regrettably so. So this is from 2023. Can't wait to try this. I think I might hold on to it and age it some more. Also, Silver Jubilee. Dummy me did not pull the trigger on this one. I'm like, oh, how gimmicky, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then my good buddy Artie gave me a sample of it, and I'm like, oh, man, I missed out. So I was scouring the show for this, and I was able to secure a tin. So that's wonderful. This will definitely be getting some age. I got just a little beater pipe. You can see it's got the fills there, and it doesn't have any name on it. It just says Italy right there. So, yep, Italy. So you know where it's made. The stem fits perfectly. It's a pretty cool looking stem. Needs a little help. $10 basket pipe. I'm going to clean this sucker up, and it's going to be a nice little beater for me. It's about the same size as a Savinelli 207 or a Peterson 87. Little straight apple. Perfect for smoking Virginias. Really looking forward to getting this one up and running again. Needs a little help inside, but yeah, this ought to be cool, man. $10, well spent. I have yet to find a bad Italian pipe, so I'm very happy with this. Mr. Larry Blackett himself made a Roadrunner tamper, which is fan-bloody-tastic. The detail is just great, wonderful. And I had my hands on it this last year, and I did not pull the trigger, but I've been thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, and I did it this year, and this is why. This is a matched set. Mr. Coyote with his TNT, ready to take it out on his old nemesis. So, those are those, and the one I've been dreaming about for a long time is my new Halloween tamper. Another Larry Blackett. Oh, I love this. Mr. Blackett offers several different monsters, movie monster. Well, not several, but a few movie monster iterations on some of the websites online. But this one is just one that he sells by himself, I believe. I don't think he distributes this one. Like, I've seen the standing Frankenstein and the Dracula with the spread cape and stuff, but ooh, I saw this one available, and I'm like, oh, that is the one for me. The heft of this sucker is ridiculous. The price on it was $38. Mr. Blackett said that's got about $37 worth of pewter in it. Weighs a ton. So that's it. My tiny little booty from the show. Thanks for joining us. I'm your good buddy Bulldawg. I'll see you next time.